Hello students, I am Sheetal Bhanushali from Saraswat International Academy. I am teaching Mathematics of Standard 2nd, Chapter number 1, Numbers up to 200, Part 6. Okay students, now let us start with exercise 1E. Question number 1. Ring the objects in pairs to find out whether they are even or odd. Then count and write the numbers in the correct column. Okay. So students, here you have to ring the objects in pairs. Pairs means one pair means there must be two objects, and then you have to find out whether they are even or odd, and then you have to count the number and write the number in the correct column. If it is even, you have to write in the column of even numbers. If it is odd, you have to write in the column of odd numbers. So let us start with A1 is already done for us. There are some footballs, some balls, so we have to ring that in pairs. Already the first one is done. In one circle two balls are there. Second circle again two balls. In third circle two balls. Fourth circle two balls, and one is single, one is left. One ball is not having its pair. So how many pairs are there? Four pairs, because how many circles are there? Four circles. So four pairs, but one ball is not having its pair, so it cannot be even number. Even number must have all the objects in pair. Nothing should be left single. So here one ball is not having pair, so the number is odd. And let us count the numbers of ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So 9. So which column you will write? In the column of odd, because 9 is a odd number. B1. Some chocolates are there, so we have to circle it in pairs. Means in one pair, in one circle, there should be two chocolates. So two chocolates, one pair. Again two chocolates, these two and these two. Okay, every chocolate is having its pair. No single chocolate is there, right? So these are even, right? How many chocolates are there total? First of all, 5 pairs are there, because we have circle how many? 5 circles are there. So how many chocolates are there? In one pair, 2 chocolates are there. So 5 pairs are there. So the number of chocolate will be 10. Just count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So 10 is even number. So you will write in the column of even. Got it, students? Okay. C1. Flowers are there. Circle it in pair. In one pair, two flowers. So 1, 2, 3. 3 pairs are there, but one flower does not have its pair. So these are odd in numbers. So how many flowers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So we'll write in the column of odd numbers. 7. Next, D1. Some apples are there. You have to circle it in pair. In one circle there must be 2 apples. So 1, this one and this. 3 pairs are there. So total, okay, no apple is left single, right? Every apple is having its pair, so they are again even in numbers. So how many apples are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 apples. Next, E1. Some pastries or some cakes are there. You have to circle it in pairs. 1, 2. Okay, one is left single. One is not having its pair. So it is odd number, right? How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So 5 will come in the column of odd. Next, F. Socks are there, right? So you have to circle it in pair. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pairs. No socks is left. Single average socks is having its pair. So it is even in number. How many socks are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. So we'll write in the column of even. Clear, students? Okay. Next is challenge. Color according to the numbers given. Circle the even numbers. You have to circle the even numbers. So this is your homework. What you have to do, whatever numbers are given, say for example here 11. 11 is given, so you have to color how many boxes? 11 boxes. Then you have to see whether the number is odd or even. Even means every box should have its pair. Here one is left single, so we are not going to circle it, right? Then the number is 12, so 12 boxes you are supposed to color. So every box is having its pair, so you will circle the number 12. So similarly you will just color all these numbers and then you will circle all the even numbers. 1 and 2 are already done. So next you will do, when the school will reopen, I will check whether you have done this activity or not. Okay, students? So students, now our next topic is ordinal numbers. Numbers are sometimes used to tell the order or position of the things. We use number to tell the order or position of the things that are known as ordinal numbers. Say for example, we say that this student got first rank, this student got second rank, this student got third rank, right? So we use this first, second and third to know the positions, right? Which student got first rank, second rank and third rank. So these are the ordinal numbers when numbers are used to tell the orders or positions of the things. Say for example, in this picture here a queue is there, people are standing in a line, right? First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth and 10th. So in this picture the person on the topmost step at the very top is first in line, and the person on the bottom here on the bottom is 10th in line. It is 10th in line. So first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth and 10th. So here all this standing in a line, they have got some positions. The topmost has got the first position, after that second, then third, fourth and so on till the bottom one, that is 10th position. Here while writing the spelling we made some common mistakes, that is fourth and ninth. When we write the spelling of fourth and ninth, we must always write it correct. F-O-R-T-H is not correct. The spelling of fourth will be F-O-U-R-T-H, fourth. Ninth, N-I-N-E-T-H is wrong. The spelling of ninth will be N-I-N-T-H, ninth. So here are some spellings of ordinal numbers from 1st to 10th. You have to learn all these spellings. F-I-R-S-T first, S-E-C-O-N-D second, THIRD third, FOURTH fourth, FIFTH fifth, SIXTH sixth, SEVENTH seventh, EIGHTH eighth, NINTH ninth, TENTH tenth. Clear, students? You will learn all these spellings. So ordinal numbers, these are the numbers which we use sometimes to tell the orders or positions of the things. Okay, so now let us start with exercise 1F. Question number 1 is action exercise. Here you have to draw 10 beads on the string, and then you have to color it. So this is activity. You can do it. You have to color the first bead with blue color, then with third bead with green color, fifth one with orange, seventh one with red, and ninth one with yellow. So here with this activity the positions will be cleared. Like in the first position you have to do blue color, in the third position you have to do green color, in the fifth bead you have to do orange color. So by doing this activity ordinal numbers will be more cleared. Got it, students? Question number 2, match the place of each child to the ordinal. Now here you have to match the place of each and every child to its ordinal, what we have studied right now, first, second, third, the positions of this child. So here you have to match. The one who is standing at the top will secure first position, and the one who is standing at the bottom will secure last, that is 10th position. So you will just match according to the ordinal. So first child, first position, then after first it comes second, then after second it comes third, so just match it. After third, fourth, so you have to match with the box number 4. Then fifth, so box number 5th. Then sixth, so box number 6th. Then 7th, so box number 7. Then 8th, so box number 8th. Then 9, so box number 9. And the last one, box number 10. So here you just have to match the place of each child to its ordinal. Clear, students? Now question number 3, I live on the 3rd floor of a building with 10 floors. How many floors are below me? How many floors are above me? So here the question is asked that you are living on the 3rd floor of a building with 10 floors, means building is of total 10 floors. So how many floors are below me? How many floors are above me? So below and above, 3rd floor, you are on the 3rd floor. Below means 2 floors will be there, first, second and third, right? So below third 2 floors will be there. So how many floors are below me? 2 floors. How many floors? 2 floors. And how many floors are above me? So more than 3. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th. Total 7 floors will be above the 3rd floor. So how many floors above me? 7 floors. How many floors? 7 floors. Got it, students? Then question number 4 is, look at your class timetable to fill in the blanks. Right now you are not having class timetable, so when you will come to school, we'll write these all answers. Okay, students?